Indiana Governor Mike Pence's attempt to stop Syrian refugees from settling in his state is getting blocked by the federal appeals court. The decision comes as we learn that the majority of Paris attackers entered Europe by posing as migrants. Dr. Jasser, the president of the American Islamic Forum for Democracy, joins me right now. And Dr. Jasser, what do you think? I mean, Hillary Clinton's talking about 65,000 Syrian migrants, refugees in this country. Should we be so welcoming?
Well, you know, listen, I have family trying to get here, and I get it. The humanitarian crisis is just unparalleled proportions. But we fought wars before where we had refugees that wanted to come here. We didn't accept all of them. We had ideological vetting. And Trish, right now, there is none of that. And Governor Pence was right. His state is very vulnerable. We're all very vulnerable. But a couple of these judges are very conservative judges, one of whom is on Trump's list for Supreme Court. So these are not folks who don't agree with us. And yet they realize that once the federal government accepts people into the country, then they get constitutional protections. Foreigners do not get constitutional protections, and that's where we're missing the boat. We are not vetting those trying to come in for Islamist ideologies, and that is where we are most vulnerable.
Walk me through how you would do that, Dr. Jasser.
Well, America is about universal human rights. America is about believing in the secular state, the preeminence of the U.S. Constitution, equality of men and women, rejection of the caliphate, rejection of violent jihad. 20% of refugees, Trish, have been surveyed as having some sympathies for ISIS. If we can find that in a poll, we can certainly not allow them in. And then, by the way,
what are they going to say, right? I mean, I hear you. Believe me, I hear you. But Dr. Jasser, I mean, if you ask someone who wants to come to the United States of America, do you believe in Sharia law or will you believe in the U.S. Constitution? I have a pretty good sense that they're going to say, I believe in the U.S. Constitution because they want to get in. I mean, how do you really and truly vet any of them?
Well, wait a minute. It's not just one question. We've done interrogation and interviews with folks trying to get in for decades. And there are ways to do it in a 30, 40-minute interview in which you can tell how it fits together in one package. Do they accept our values or not?
Okay, Hillary Clinton would say you are being unfair, you are being discriminatory, and you are not being true to what this country stands for, which is religious freedom. How do you respond, Dr. Jasser?
Absolutely. I believe religious freedom is the core belief of what it means to be American. But if they're going to come here, rather than go to Saudi Arabia or Iran, they should go to those countries if they believe in theocracy. So therefore, we have no obligation to accept people who reject us. Otherwise, her policy is actually national fratricide, where we accept in a suicidal way folks who want to come in and destroy us. No different than happened with the Paris terrorists, who then went on to commit another act of terror by going to Belgium. So this is not suicidal, but yet we can maintain what it means to be American by filtering out the ideas. We've done it in the Cold War, and we can do it now in this war against political Islam.
This is what Donald Trump has advocated.
Exactly, and this is what needs to happen, is that we can maintain what the Statue of Liberty means, what that city on a hill means, without saying we accept everyone, even the insurgents that would want to come in and believe in the Sharia state. I can tell you, my family in Syria, when people are rushing from North Syria, they can tell the difference between the ISIS sympathizers and those who are truly believing in freedom. If they can do it in the Middle East, yeah, they can. I mean, you know what they believe. How? They do it by basically knowing what side, what they're seeking. Are they seeking a free Syria, a federal Syria that believes in freedom for all equally, or are they seeking an Islamic state? Do they believe in the caliphate or some form of apologetic
do some real
Islamic
pressing
state?
To get the right answers. But listen, we got to do it because you just can't open the floodgates or you're going to have serious problems just like Europe does. Dr. Jasser, it is good to see you. It's been a while, sir. Good to have you back on.
Yes, thank you.
All right,
Thanks,
Russia.